Hello you guys, Cimplycece here and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell from this thumbnail, I'm going to be sharing my truth about Sisterlocks and my experience thus far. One of the things that I was even saying to myself today that I think I kind of dropped the ball on was my lack of research I did about Sisterlocks before I got them. I know a portion of it was because I didn't know they were called Sisterlocks for a very long time. I didn't know what they were. I just had seen them, but I never had spoken to anyone who actually wore them. And secondly, once I did find out what they were, it never crossed my mind to just get on YouTube and literally research it. And honestly, I see so few people with it. It just really never crossed my mind that, oh, use YouTube. I use YouTube to research tons of things, or the internet in general, and I never did it for my Sisterlocks. So that's the biggest thing I dropped the ball on. But other than that, this has been a ride. Before we jump into the video, I want to introduce any of you guys. If you are new here, hello. My name is Cece, and here on my channel, I like to focus on faith, fashion, fitness, and some beauty. And I am also documenting my Sisterlock journey. So if you're interested in any of those things, if you really enjoy yourself here, if I make you smile, if you find this video helpful, informative, if you have fun, if I make you laugh, if you just like my vibe, you like who I am, please be sure to subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and hit the notification bell. I am working on a schedule. I keep repeating myself, but it is coming, but it's non-existent at the moment. So hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of my uploads, and make sure you like the video if you do enjoy. So now let's jump right into this video.
Sometimes I shave my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I won't.
So, okay, I actually, get me all prepared and stuff. I actually made a list because I really want the video to be informative. I am a chatterbox sometimes, so I get on here and I just be talking. If y'all been rocking with me since I restarted my channel about a year and a half ago, y'all know I be a chatterbox for real. So I try to make a list. I have 10 things on here that stood out to me that I really wanted to talk about and share with you guys. So let's jump right into that so the video is not too long. The first thing that I would like to share about Sisterlocks, about the truth about Sisterlocks, is it is an expensive hairstyle to get installed. If you've been researching Sisterlocks, you already know this. And if this is your first time clicking on a video, you didn't know what I had in my hair, it's called Sisterlocks. They are expensive to get installed. My hair, I was growing it out from as short as she wanted me to have about 3 inches. When I went to get my tester locks and do my consult, she told me I was long enough and quoted me $750. I paid a total of $750 to get my Sisterlocks installed. So that is one thing that, even though other people said it, I just want you guys to know that is true for me too. I've never spent $750 on any hairstyle in my life. But with that, it's a high number, I will admit. And the first time I knew how expensive they were, it did set me back a little bit, like, whoa. But as I thought about it and I was being honest with myself, I knew that I really wanted to get them. So I just put the money away for them. I think of it, and I would encourage you guys to think of it more as an investment versus as just being expensive. I have now had my locks installed for about 17 months. We are in February. This will be my 17-month update. So next month will be a year and a half. It's been a journey. We're going to get into that, but it was overall an investment. That was a one-time price. My first retie was also included in that. And I think I came back in about 3 weeks. So, so there. When I go for maintenance, my hair now totals 100 and, I think her fee, because her price changed. When I first started going to her, it was $90 for a retie. And I would always tip, so I always end up paying $100. Don't judge my tipping, okay? But anyway, now her price has gone up to $135. So for me, it's going to be $145 every month to get my hair retied. So that's one thing I want to share. It can be pricey, but as a hairstylist, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've done crochets for people for $125. I've done sew-ins for $150, $190. So, and the thing about all of those, they are priced kind of up there where our maintenance is, not the ultimate install, but where the maintenance part is. And all of those styles have to come out and you're left with nothing. But with Sisterlocks, I will say I paid $750, but my hair has been in the style I paid for a year and a half. So if I think about that over a lifetime, it's actually a very cheap style compared to a lot of things I used to do to my hair before I had my Sisterlocks. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It is expensive initially, but it is also kind of worth it. If you are very serious about your journey, do not worry about the price, but do note that it is expensive. If my hair was as long as it is today and I want to get it installed, I'll probably be looking somewhere near $1,500 to $2,000, I believe. When I first got my hair, when I first had her look at it, she quoted me about $1,500. My hair was longer. I just had my daughter, Raven, as some of you may have met. So, and Raven is now 3. And I ended up cutting all my hair off because of postpartum shedding. So with that, I was just like, well, you know what? I'm just going to cut my hair out, start all over so that everything is even, and then I'll get them installed. So it was cheaper at $750, but I'm not going to lie, I was still okay with paying $1,500 if that was going to be my price because I wanted them that bad. And for me to have them in my hair this long, it was absolutely worth it. The other thing that, the truth about Sisterlocks is, it comes with a very uncomfortable feeling initially. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. When you look, if you are into Sisterlocks like I am, or even the micro locks, they are beautiful when you see them kind of like full grown and flourish. My locks are now starting to look like other people's I used to look at, and I knew one day they would be that, but they weren't initially. They look a lot thinner. My hair is fine. Sisterlocks do me great. They make my hair look a lot fuller than it is, but do not be deceived. My hair is fine. And so when I got them, I looked very kind of party and thin looking, and it was not cute. I didn't like it. I sprayed water on it and kind of shrunk it up, and I was very uncomfortable. They were extremely short. I don't say extremely, but they were very short, and I was very uncomfortable. And I'm not gonna lie, initially when I got my locks put in, I was a bit insecure. Like, I didn't feel like ugly, but I didn't always think my hair was pretty. So myself, I still was like, yourself is beautiful. But it was times like, my hair looks terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. But being patient, I knew that over time they would flourish. They would become what I wanted them to be. So I stuck with them, but I'm not going to act like the feelings weren't there. I'm not going to act like I wasn't uncomfortable. I'm not going to act like I even cried sometimes. I'm not going to act like I didn't wonder if I made a mistake, if I wasted my $750 because this hairstyle was not it. I did not feel the way I thought I was going to feel when I got them installed. I had only thing that calmed me and that was easy was that they were finally in there. And I do natural locks too. So I also understand watching someone's lock journey. I also understand what I call the ugly phase. I'm sorry, I don't think there's any locks that don't go through ugly phase. That's just my opinion. So even though I was very uncomfortable, I was insecure a little bit. I was a little self-conscious. I was uncomfortable. Initially, I was happy to be starting my journey. And I also knew, I needed to give it time, that they were going to bud, they were going to flourish, and they were going to mature into what they are today. And I do. The way I feel about my locks from the day I got it installed to now is like night and day, you guys. So, but just know that if you are thinking about it, whether your hair is long or short, I don't think it makes a difference. I think initially the install, now it may be people that are absolutely always fine with it. So I'm not going to say that everyone will feel this way, but I want to put it out there that for me, I don't think I was uncomfortable because they were short. I was just uncomfortable because they do like little bitty braids, and I just was not feeling it at all. Like, I was just like, oh my God, this is really ugly. I can't wait for them to do something. But what I will add to that is that they do start to mature rather quickly. At least in my case, I felt like they did. When I went from my install to my first retie, which was only in like 3 weeks, and then even a month later, like I started to see them kind of start to bloom and blossom and things like that. Slippage was real. That is a bit frustrating, and we're gonna get to that next. So like slippage and fuzz, for me, okay, you guys, I'm not gonna do the whole elaborate thing about my edges, because y'all know I ain't trying to pick on my edges or be a bully to them, but I'm not gonna lie, they stress me out. So what I would say, I don't know how you start. If your hairline is nice and solid, you may not have this issue. But if you're like me and your hair is coming from having a baby and some damage you probably did yourself from a hairstyle you wore or having someone do your hair in a hairstyle, I have all of that. So I had damage and I also had postpartum shedding, and my shedding all happened right across the front of my hairline. And even though the hair came out very quickly, it took some time to grow back. And even almost a year and a half later, I'm still growing that hair that I damaged or the hair that I shedded out. I think it was there, but I think, for me, since I have fine hair, it almost appears invisible at times. But now that it's getting longer and it curls up, it's more noticeable. So the thing I'm struggling now is I have these fuzzy edges on the front. So they frustrate me. But I have I made peace with it. I also understand that they will flourish. They will grow. They will be incorporated in a lock. I will not have frizzy hair forever. Since my hair has been growing out, I've already added more locks where it was once too, maybe not too short, but too fine to do a lock without it. She didn't want to damage my hair, pull my hair out by putting a lock on a small base. So I understand all of those things since I do hair. Is it frustrating? Yes. Do I want to deal with it? No, but I've made peace with it. I found ways now. Like, this isn't a lock, if you can see. It's just a little, I lost my paper. It's a little, coil, but I'm learning, you know what? I dropped my paper, y'all. I'm like, so what? Like, I'm really at a place now, and this is recent, like yesterday, that I was just like, you know what? So what? It's not a big deal. If you have your little curls out and it's not perfectly smooth, so what? I started to look at it differently and was like, it's beautiful. Someone comment, and I'll have to shout her out on this video, so I'm gonna put your name on the screen. And she just sent me like a paragraph that really, really encouraged me. And it had me thinking like, you know what? She right. It's fine. They're gonna be all right. Like, let's go. And I've been doing it. I've been doing just fine, and I've been enjoying it. So that was one of the things that I was dealing with. Let me get my pen because I don't want to lose track where. Okay, people, I made my list, and I thought I had it in order, but then when I started talking, it didn't make sense in that order. So I've been moving around. The next thing I want to talk about, the truth about Sisterlocks for me, is you can go through a phase of feeling very, very trapped in your hair. I just keep dropping you, leave you down here. And for me, it was so true. I have not shied away from this. I've talked about it numerous times about how I feel like I couldn't do anything with my hair. And I know part of it is because for me being a stylist, I've had probably hundreds of hairstyles. So you're talking about someone who would change their hair on a whim. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I just did whatever. If I wanted a quick whip, if I wanted sewing, if I wanted some braids, if I wanted anything, I just did it. And so when I came into my locks, which is funny, I went through a phase of really having hair envy and feeling like I can't do anything with my hair. And that's not true. People have commented when I shared this way back last year, and they was just like, I don't feel like that. And I've commented throughout my journey how my mindset has changed on that. And I'm saying it now because I want you to be aware that you can feel that way. If you're a person who is like me, who changed their hair a lot, but you are at a place where you want your hair to grow long, you do not want chemicals on it, meaning relaxers. You don't want any relaxers. You want it to grow long and healthy, but you don't really want it free. You've done all the stuff to your hair that you could think of, and you're just kind of over it, like I was. Then, I think you're ready for locks. it will be hard for you initially. Initially it was bugging the hell out of me that I couldn't do anything to my hair. Partly, I think it's also because my hair was short. Now that my hair is longer, even like getting up today, I went to the gym this morning, y'all, and I would just get up and I was like, I'm going to put a scarf on. I have a ton of scarves. I love wearing hair scarves. It's one of the favorite things to accessorize my hair with. And I always get tons of compliments on them, but it's really simple. Like, I literally just bend my head over and tie the scarf around. But I couldn't do that when they were so short. It didn't look like this. The fullness that I have now kind of gives me the look of a natural hair pineapple. But when it was short, it didn't look the same way. So it wasn't giving, okay? It's giving today. So I'm excited to do it. But I know a part of me having that struggle or hair envy, as I've thrown around on this channel, is because I know it was short. And I'm coming from having my hair free, doing whatever I wanted to when I wanted to. And now it's not that easy. I can wear a wig. I've done wigs on here. I've shared me installing wigs over my Sisterlocks. Here I've done yarn braids over my Sisterlocks, and I have another hairstyle coming out. I can't wait. Like, y'all don't even understand. I've never seen this style before. I don't even want to talk about it, but just know it's coming, and your girl is geeked. But anyway, as I went through my journey, I started to realize I have to jump out of the mindset of what my free natural hair could do and jump into the mindset of what my Sisterlock hair can do. And when I changed my mind about it, I was able to look at my hair differently. You have to just adjust. Like, we're onto a new thing. All the other things, old things are passed away. I'm no longer natural free hair. I'm not relaxed. I'm not any of those things. I am Sisterlocked. And so when I got that, it helps me a lot. And always remembering, I share this too, why I got it in the first place. I used to change my hair all the time. That is facts. But it's also exhausting, and it also became something that I didn't want to do anymore. When I damaged my edges last time, I was so over it. I was like, come on. Listen, we don't need to be snatched by the edges. Like, what are we doing? And I was like, it's time to get your locks. You don't want to do your hair. And I was neglectful to it. Like, I put it in buns. When it grew out, all I did was wear buns. I didn't want to take the time to do anything with it. I'm more excited to do new styles with my Sisterlocks than I was my free hair. So again, since Sisterlocks are so expensive, I think it is something that you should definitely take time to think about. But when you make your decision, if you have decided that you're going to have Sisterlocks, if you are watching this video right now and you are feeling these things, trust yourself. I keep saying that. Trust yourself and be patient. Like, it changes. And the way I feel, I didn't expect to feel that way. I even talked to my husband and thought I was going to get rid of them. But something was like, just be patient. Wait for your next retie. See how you're feeling. Blah, blah, blah. Be patient, you guys. So what I say, you may feel a bit trapped initially. Get you a wig, girlfriend. Get you some yarn. I've seen people do box braids over. You can do some stuff. Whether you have to go to someone and pay for them to do it. I know I get the benefit of doing it in my house. But know that you can. You can do some things. People can work with your Sisterlocks if you want to change it up for a little bit. It's ways. So don't feel like, even if you feel trapped, I understand. I was there. I will tell you honestly, the truth is you come out of it. And if you don't, maybe Sisterlocks wasn't for you, but that's okay too. You know now. I know there's people who got them and have combed them out. Like, it's a real thing. It's okay. But if you know that this is what you really want, and if you take time to think about what you really don't want to do, you're going to be all right. Okay. So the next thing that I will tell the truth about with my Sisterlock journey was, I love clothes, you guys. And it haven't been so much pressure because we are in the midst of a pandemic, praying that we are coming to the end. How much longer, Lord? Hear our cry. So, but we're in the midst of a pandemic. So I wasn't traveling. I wasn't going out a lot. I wasn't doing anything. The first time my Sisterlocks hit me with dang, I don't know how to dress with this new hairstyle, was my, I believe my uncle passed away. He passed away last year. And the struggle was like, it was the first time because I had to kind of dress up. I did the traditional, what we wear to funerals. I put on a black dress, blah, blah, blah. But my thing was, I love this dress. The dress is beautiful. I ordered it and I wanted to wear it somewhere. I was sitting in quarantine home with my baby ordering stuff. And then I was like, ooh, that's a perfect dress to wear because it was all black. It was cute. It was just a great style. And I was just like, how am I supposed to wear my hair? And I did even when I wore the dress, it was like I did a try on haul on my channel from Misguided, I believe. But I had my wig installed. So everything, I didn't have to think about my hair. So once I removed the wig and I was getting dressed, I think about it, I was like, how the heck do I wear my hair? And so I ended up tying it up in a scarf. So my locks was tucked away and I wore a black, pretty scarf. So I made it work. But that was the first time I was like, dang, like I really said to myself, I can't wear none with this hairstyle. Like I was really kind of closed-minded at the time. So I would say that that's something to be aware of too. If you're thinking about getting Sisterlocks, like honestly, know that those feelings are real. Now, again, what I would tell you on the other end, I've commented about that, and some people's like, I never feel like that about, my hair. And then some people also was like, I understand, like I have to adjust to it. So my thing is, like I said, I didn't do research. And I want to share those things that maybe we overthink. I know at least I did when I got my Sisterlocks because I just thought that they were beautiful and I wanted them. I didn't think of how it would affect my wardrobe confidence, my lack of, or my inability to do certain hairstyles. Like I didn't think about any of that. All I was like, tunnel vision. I want Sisterlocks. I want Sisterlocks. And I was right, but it's just good to be prepared. I mean, I went through them. This community is wonderful and y'all are beautiful and y'all helped me through that, but it was hard sometimes. Now, a girl feel like I go, where are we going? Take my hair out, shake it, let's go. Like that's how I feel now. But it was a time where I didn't feel that confident. So just be aware of that. Now, those are the 5 things that were a big deal to me. And you guys stay tuned because of this about the fashion. I have a fashion like lookbook with my Sisterlocks, accessorizing them and everything, like how I've been like doing the dang thing, loving getting dressed with my hair. Like I love it now. And I'm going to share that with you. So again, subscribe so you don't miss it. So now I have 5 more that are like bonus things. I call them bonus because these things are all complete and utter pluses. Hear me, ladies. These are pluses about having Sisterlocks. The things that I absolutely love that I don't ever, ever, ever want to give up again in my life is one of the things that has made me feel, amazing. So the first thing, working out. I talk about fitness. I've always wanted to be built and whatever. And your girl, look, don't judge my little, she's trying to come back. But it was a time we didn't even have that. But anyway, like I said, I went to the gym this morning. My hair gives me the ability to do that. And it is one of the things that I love so much about this is because I no longer have to worry about ruining my hair because I'm working out. And I don't think that's crazy that we as women think about that. And I'm not going to say black women, as women, all women think about how working out affects their hair. I'm a hairstylist. Believe me, I know. So people, we as women can shy away from it sometimes, and I get it because hair is not cheap. See, men and people might say stuff about it, but hair is not cheap. Like if I go get me my extensions put in, if I go get some braids done, anything, like it costs hundreds of dollars to do that. Like, and the prices have gone up. I know because I do hair. I've been doing hair for 15 years. So, sweeties, I know what y'all used to pay and what y'all paying now. I get it. I'm a part of it. But it just comes with the times. So if you're going to go spend $190 getting a service done for your hair alone, nothing else, just your hair, and then you go to the gym, you can sweat it out and ruin it. A lot of times I've learned is like, with hair, because I have clients that come every week, every 2 weeks like clockwork. They don't know how to manage their hair and they want it to look nice. So if you're talking about somebody spending all that money and then you want to go to the gym and it's like, oh, I can fix it back. But it's some people that really don't. Like I can curl their hair up with a flat iron, curling iron, whatever. But at home, some people cannot do that. So I think people don't understand that. So I get it as a woman and as a stylist, why it hinders us. But see, Sisterlocks, I get the freedom. Like I can go to the gym 2 times a day. I can hit the pool and dive right in. You know what Trey say? Dive in. I can do it. And I love it. I never want to give that up. I don't want to give it up again. I love the freedom that I have. If I want to go for a jog after I finish talking to y'all, I can hit the pavement and get going. If I want to go swimming, if I want to go back to the gym, I can do it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I no longer have to worry about sleeping cute or worrying about messing up anything with my hair with Sisterlocks. Best thing ever. Never want to give it up. Like, I can't think of a style I love more than the freedom that I get with Sisterlocks. So note that, you guys. The other thing is the lack of products you need. Man, as a natural and as a relaxed woman, I had tons and tons of products. Like, all my products now fit in like one little drawer. And most of them are really leftovers for when I'm, like when I do my wigs. If I want to install a wig, like hairsprays and stuff, I don't use hairspray. I don't use no oil sheens. I don't use no heat protect. I don't use none of that stuff. Like, all I do is use water, gel, and rose water, and maybe an edge control. And I'll switch between gel and edge control. Today, if y'all want to know, it's gel. But that's it. Like, they're cheap. It's minimal. I don't need nothing. It's amazing. And I have the Sisterlocks shampoo, of course. And I have to use that because I'm still locking. Like, once you get locked, when you can use whatever shampoo you want is what I'm kind of learning. So I just got to use a starter shampoo because I'm still a starter because my hair is fine and ain't trying to get there right away, but it's on its way. But like, the minimum of products and the money you save, that over time, with me having my Sisterlocks, even paying $750 to get them installed, you guys, I know I have saved hundreds of dollars on products that I would normally be buying for myself if I had to maintain my hair when it was free. So note that, ladies. The other thing is just simple sleep, you guys. Like, I don't use a scarf anymore. I've got this scarf on for styling purposes, but when it's time to go to bed tonight, this scarf is coming off and I'm laying on my satin pillowcase, and that's it. I push the hair up like this and lay down, and it's wonderful. And I love it. Like, I don't have to sleep. I sleep however I want to. And if I don't mind laying on my locks, I can lay on them. It doesn't matter. That is something I don't want to give up either. Like, that is, oh my God, it's such a freedom. I could have never imagined how much I would love. Like, I don't care what my hair feels like. I know in the morning, like, it'll be all right. Like, that's amazing. So that is something I absolutely love about my Sisterlocks. It was a little bit more challenging when they were shorter because they can like stick up in different places. But now that we got length, baby, length, gravity pull this stuff right on down. Look at it. Like, it just, what? It just come, look at this texture. Come on down. Love it. And the last thing is just having all of these complete freedoms, you guys, are amazing. Like, it is worth it alone for the last 5 because you will figure out how to style your hair. You will get used to your hair being like that. You will spend the money, but if you keep your hair free, you're going to spend that much money anyway, buying products or going to stylists. Like, I don't think there's any way to beat anything, because even though I'm dealing with fuzzy edges and still having to start locks, eventually everything's going to be locked though. And I know that. This style will forever continue to pay for itself. I can keep my hair like this for the rest of my life, and the length, the way my hair has grown in a year and a half, I know I was way up here somewhere, like when I started my locks. So that I've done this in not even 2 years is amazing. I think another thing, that freedom and the ease, I get to be easy on my hair. I don't have to manipulate it as much. And I can tell, and I truly believe that my hair flourishes because, number one, it's in a state that it was always meant to be in. It's in a style that's made for my texture. And I get to leave it alone. I get to leave it alone. Like, I'm not clogging my pores with oils and conditioners and things like that. And I really see a difference in the growth. Like, it just kind of dropped on me. And I don't think they're long, but if you follow my journey from when I started, like, you can see what has happened. 17 months, you guys. So it's beautiful. And I get to truly say, apart from my makeup that I did today, y'all, what do y'all think about my makeup? I'm kind of proud of myself. And it was a struggle. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, y'all, I don't be doing makeup like that, but I was feeling like, whatever, let's do it. But I truly woke up like this. Like, and it's all me. It's a different type of confidence I have with my own hair. I be in the mirror, y'all, and I be like, girl, you're not bald-headed no more. Like, y'all, I'm not bald-headed no more. So anyway, Anywho, but that is everything I want to share with you guys. The truth about Sisterlocks. And those are the things that have stood out to me. Please use the comment section. I love when you guys communicate with each other and share with me some of the things you have struggled with, some of the things that, you know, you've overcome. If any of these things were a struggle for you at some point, if you like, I never had to feel like that. Because like I said, people have commented and they have loved their locks from the day they were installed through the whole journey. I wasn't that lucky. You know, I had some roller coaster emotions, but I'm still here. I still landed on my feet where they did. So if you got to jump right into it, hey, that's great. But if you find yourself struggling, that's okay. And if you are thinking about getting them installed, know that there may be some things that you feel uncomfortable about, things that may bother you initially that you have to adjust to, but they will all, you know, like smooth on out. So trust your journey, trust your process, trust yourself. You made a decision to get Sisterlocks for a reason. You're thinking about getting Sisterlocks for a reason. Whatever reason you're watching it, or you're just interested in what I'm talking about. You just want to know, whatever. But trust yourself, you guys. And always remind yourself of why you did it. And sometimes you have to remind yourself of the things you did not like when your hair is free, or what you're dealing with now if your hair is free. Because that was all the options I was weighing. I weighed more into what I didn't like when I got my Sisterlocks, about having free hair, the maintenance, upkeep, the time it took. And I focused on the things I didn't want to do anymore. I didn't think about the things that would change with me changing my hair. But either way, I made the right decision. I'm happy with it. It's been a successful journey, and I'm excited to see where it's going to be going from here. I'm happy to be on it, and it's wonderful. So if you're going to join the Sisterlock gang, come on, baby. What you waiting for? We fly over here or whatever, and we love on each other, and we care about each other, and we encourage each other. Get on the Sisterlock train, okay? Like I said, it ain't slowing down. It's not. So, you guys, I will tell you all to stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay close to God. Remember that God doesn't want to trick you. He never wants to hurt you. He loves you, and He cares for you. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Happy Sisterlock journey, people. Bye.
Don't be offended, this is all my opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying, Lord. This is a true confession of a life learned lesson I was sent here to share with y'all.